Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. As you know, after an intense first day as a Q in which he passed the medical checkup and visited the museum, Memphis Depay joined Barca's preseason on Tuesday. The brand new Barca signing was able to meet his new teammates and completed his first training session under Ronald Koeman, with whom he showed great harmony. Memphis Depay held his first training session as a Barca player on Tuesday at the Ciudad Esportiva Joan Gamper, and the forward had a very special reunion with Ronald Koeman, a coach with whom he coincided with the Netherlands team and who was one of the main supporters of his arrival at the Camp Nou. As the club itself showed, Koeman was very close to Depay during the first working session of his compatriot and welcomed him to the team, leaving an endearing image of complicity between the two that caused the joy of the Catalans fans. After his first training session at the Ciudad Esportiva, Memphis Depay will return to exercise with his new teammates this afternoon with a view to preparing for the preseason debut against Nastic tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Although the brand new signing of Barca, he will not have minutes in the absence of training and shooting. We want to see Memphis, right? We will have to wait to see the first minutes of him in the next friendly against Girona. So, let's talk about Barca's debut against Nastic. Ronald Koeman's Project 2.0 will start shooting next Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Johan Cruyff against Nastic de Tarragona. After a week and a half of training, the Catalans have their first test against a team that will play the first RFEF. Of those cited on the first day in the sports city to pass the medical and physical tests, Elias and Kays Ruiz will be missing, who tested positive and are still isolated. Ramos Mingo, who also had to stay at home for the same reason, has already returned to training and will be available for the Dutch coach. The injured Ansu Fati, Dembele, and Ter Stegen will not jump onto the Johan Cruyff turf. Coutinho, despite the fact that he is already doing work on the field, will not be there. So, these will be the available players. Dest, Peak, Johnny-Riqui Puig, Neto and Umtiti from the first team, and the subsidiary, Koeman, will have Gavi, Comas, Ramos Mingo, Nico, Arnautines, Alex Collado, Yusuf Demir, Balde and Inaki Pina. While waiting for the rest of the internationals to progressively join and for the newcomers to pick up the pace for the next match, which will face them against Girona, the Dutch coach will turn to the subsidiary, calling one more player to complete Wednesday's list. It is definitely a good opportunity to see homegrown players like Nico Gonzalez as a midfielder, Alejandro Balde on the left back, Collado, and of course Riqui Puig. Speaking specifically of Nico Gonzalez, this guy looks promising. FC Barcelona announced in May one of the most anticipated news for fans of the Barca team's quarry. The Queues confirmed the renewal of Nico Gonzalez, one of the great jewels of the Masia and one of the most promising players of the subsidiary. In fact, those who know him best point to him as the natural substitute for Sergio Busquets in the first team, something that is big words. Nico could be important in the preseason. Although the player from A Coruña has been a midfielder since last season, he used to play inside and could play in both positions. Without Mariba, at the moment the Dutch coach only has Riqui Puig, Miralem Pjanic, the wild card Sergi Roberto, Gavi, and Alex Collado as possible midfielders. Taking into account that the Bosnian does not count and that the rest are insiders or midfielders, it is very possible that Nico will play Busquets against Nastic. Taking into account all these circumstances, Ronald Koeman could bet on a 4-3-3 with Neto in the goal, a defensive line made up of Dest, Peak, Umtiti, and Balde, Nico, Pjanic, and Riqui Puig in the center of the field and Demir, Collado and the versatile Sergi Roberto as more advanced players. Another option would be for the Wembley hero to continue last season's 3-5-2, and that would allow Arnau Comas or Ramos Mingo to enter the starting lineup. In this scheme, the lanes could be Sergi Roberto, right, and Dest or Balde, left. From the medial line, the chosen would be the same again, Nico, Pjanic, Riqui Puig, Collado, and Demir, who are leaving good feelings in Barcelona. As we indicated, the duel against Nastic de Tarragona will serve to see the team's players in action, although it will not yet allow us to see some of the new signings of the Barca team, who will begin to join when their holidays end, as is the case by Emerson or Kun Aguero. It will also be a good way for the team to start shooting for the start of the course. The match will be played at the Johan Cruyff Stadium at 7 p.m. with the presence of the public since a few days ago FC Barcelona put tickets on sale for €24. Even so, for all those who cannot go to the field, the match can be seen on television. On what channel? Barca's first pre-season friendly can be seen live on Barca TV Plus or Barca TV only. Touch search for alternatives, friends. So tell me, what you expect from that match? It is true that we already want to see the Barça. And I remember, the second pre-season game will take place on July 24 at 7 p.m. at the Johan Cruyff Stadium against Girona and will also be attended by the public at the stadium. The third match will be against VfB Stuttgart at the Mercedes-Benz Arena on July 31 at 6 p.m. It will also be possible to watch both games live on Barça TV. We will talk about that later. So please, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time.